It's Ellen Thompson-Jennings, the Family History Hound. And one of the most watched videos that I have on my YouTube channel is one called Hidden Gems on FamilySearch. And so I thought I'd share with you one other hidden gem that you may not be aware of, and that's called the full text experiment. Now, this was launched last year in 2024 at Roots Tech, and at the time, the records were primarily U.S. documents. I don't have a lot of U.S. ancestors, so I, sort of put it aside. But then several months ago, they started adding Canadian documents as well as UK documents and others. So I thought I'd share with you after I had a little peek, and I'll show you what you can learn about this record set. So if you go to the FamilySearch page, and you'll find it right here on the FamilySearch lab. So you can view the experiments, and then you will get to this page, and there are other things on the available experiments, as you can see here. But we're going to go to this one, expand your search with full text. So we're going to click that. And now we come to the full text search. So here you can see you can start your search. You can use some keywords. So you could give an exact name by putting that name in quotations, or you can just search by a name. So I'm going to pick one of my favorite people to search, as you can see, and I'm going to put Kingston because that's where my great-grandfather was born, and there it is. And we're just going to search pretty wide open, actually. So let's see what we get. So here we can see that I have 92,635 results in my search. I can then filter by collection, or the year, or the place, or the record type. But for now, I have looked and I noticed that there's William F. Beaton. Now, William F. Beaton is interesting. His father was William Beaton, Sr., and in the 1871 census, William F. Beaton was the son of William Beaton Sr., and so was Willie Beaton. But in the 1881 census, after William Beaton Sr. had passed away, then Willie Beaton was now the servant for William F. Beaton. But this document's not about that. So we're just going to look at this document and see what it is about. Now, if you know, what you don't know is that when this project first started, primarily it was land documents, and it was wills and other legal kind of documents. And I imagine that as this project moves on, there will be more documents that will be added to the set. So what happened was they OCR'd, or optical character recognition, of all these documents, and they transcribed them. And so it is not indexed, but the OCR gives us the ability to search for those terms. And because I've chosen the terms William Beaton, it has seen that on the page. And because I put Kingston, then it's finding all those terms, and that's why this has come up. Now, if I made some variations and I picked date ranges and that, I would reduce my number of results. But for now, we're just going to look at this document. And when it comes up, we will see the document on this panel. And then on the right-hand side, you'll see the full transcript of what it says on the page. Now, this appears to be a land transfer of some kind, and you can see the highlighted words, William Beaton, and Kingston is highlighted, and it's also highlighted on the full text search. Now, this is a transfer between, it looks like William F. Beaton, and it talks about his wife, which is Elizabeth Beaton, and also Margaret Beaton, who happens to be William F. Beaton's sister. So if you read it over, there's a lot of legal language in it, and I thought this is a good opportunity to see what ChatGPT can tell me about what this document is saying. So let's have a look. So here we are at ChatGPT 4.0, and I have a paid subscription. I have copied the text from the full text search, and I've added a prompt which basically says, I have this transcript of a legal document. Can you explain to me, as if I were a fifth grader, what this means? And so we're just going to paste it in here and then give it a start and see what it says. And so it starts out with, all right, imagine you have a lemon stand and one day you decide to sell it to your friend, but you still owe some money for the lemons and sugar and you use to start the stand. The legal document is kind of like that, but for a big piece of land instead of a lemon stand. So it's kind of being funny, but it tells me that people involved are William F. Beaton, Elizabeth Beaton, his wife, Margaret Beaton, the buyer, or third party. And I know just from my genealogy that Margaret Beaton that they're referring to is William F. Beaton's sister. And then it says that William is selling some land, 120 acres, in a place called Pittsburgh Township. Along with the land, Margaret also gets the farm animals, wagons, and tools that are already there. The catch, they still owe money on this land. A long time ago, in 1887, William borrowed money from a hospital, and the loan still needs to be paid off. There are also some debts listed in William's will. Margaret, the buyer, agrees to take over these debts as part of the deal. Promises made in the deal. William promises that he has the right to sell the land. He promises that Margaret can use the land without anyone bothering her. If more legal papers are needed, William will sign them. Elizabeth, his wife, gives up any future claims to the land. Margaret promises to pay off the money still owed on the land. And the document, the legal proof is the document was signed in front of witnesses. The witnesses swore they saw everyone sign the document, so it's official. So then it goes on to say the simple summary. William and Elizabeth Beaton are selling land and farm equipment to Margaret Beaton, but the land still has some debt attached. Margaret agrees to take over this debt, and William promises she will be able to own and use the land without problem. The whole thing is signed and witnessed to make it legal. So just like you sold that lemon stand and you told your friend that you have to pay off the remaining costs of lemons, this is a formal agreement between Margaret gets the land but also takes on the responsibility of paying off the debt. So kind of an interesting analogy of a lemon stand, but at least if you were a fifth grader, you would understand what that document said. Now, if I wanted to, I could have said, explain it to me as a college student or whatever, but this at least gives me an idea of what this piece of legal information is. And these are the type of records that you will find at the FamilySearch full text experiment. So I hope you will take a few minutes of your time and search for your ancestors' names and see what you can find. I'd love to hear what you find. And if you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up and then subscribe to my channel for future videos, and you'll be notified by ringing the bell of the videos that are posted. Have a great day and happy hunting.